What's going on, guys? It's the Red Swish here with a player review. Today we're going to be looking at this new Galaxy Opal Elton Brand and seeing if he's a usable card at this point of 2K. Currently at the time of this video, Elton Brand's going for around 40,000 MT. Looking at the card, it honestly looks pretty average for a Galaxy Opal during the endgame of 2K. Although the high post stats and high mid-range stats look nice, the low 3-point rating of 78 makes it tough to consistently threaten your opposition when bombing away from deep. He does have some decent ball handling and passing stats too, and he never seemed to misplace passes when I was playing with him. The defensive and athleticism stats are really solid, and he's got 56 total badges with 45 of them on Hall of Fame to help out on both ends of the floor, even though he's a bit undersized at 6'9". I played 3 games with Brand as a starting power forward, and I'm going to touch on some of the good and the bad with this card, and if it's worth your hard-earned MT. The first positive thing that jumped out to me with this card was the mid-range jumper. He was able to consistently knock down his 2-pointers even if they were off the dribble. He seemed to drift towards the long twos as his way of spacing the floor, and he did not miss when he was open from there. And that directly tied into his post scoring, which was by far the best part of this card. When going to work down low, Elton was pretty solid in finishing, especially if he had someone smaller on him. He has 90s in every post scoring stat, and as you can see in these highlights, I was hitting some ridiculous post fades, and I felt comfortable that when he had a good matchup, he was going to get the bucket. I didn't find the post fade easy to green, but he made the majority of the shots anyways, which was a sigh of relief because sometimes it was tough to score with Brand in other ways, as I'll get to later. He also performed well on defense, and although there weren't too many clips to highlight that, he was always in the right place to contest a shot and rebounded very well for a guy his size, which helped make an impact. Another surprising thing about this card was the speed in which he moved around the court. Although his speed is only an 86, and while that's decent, it felt like he was always the first one down the court, and it led to him getting easy buckets on offense, as well as limiting the other team in transition when playing defense. In a mode like My Team Unlimited, where baskets can be tough to come by sometimes, being able to beat opposing bigs for easy dunks was a saving grace at times. But that's where the pros end for this card, and the biggest problem I had with this Elton Brand was his inability to take on defenders and finish, and that was mainly due to his size. At 6'9" in a meta dominated by tall players in every position, it was near impossible to get a shot off without it being contested, and taking a player off the dribble resulted in miss after miss as he struggled to finish in traffic. In one of the games I played, he was left standing in the corner most of the game because it was a wasted possession if he got the ball. The fact that a lot of teams ran supersized lineups with guys who are the same height as Brand playing point guard meant that even forcing switches couldn't help him be more effective. And to add insult to injury, his 3-point shooting is extremely inconsistent, which is expected with the low rating. Although I hit a few of them, it's not a strength of his, and he was left wide open for a reason during these plays. Overall, while I had some fun posting up with Brand like he used to do for the Clippers, he's just not a usable card online as he struggles to shoot and finish through traffic, and I would suggest keeping your coins and not picking up this card.